Hey guys, what's up? Today we're going to take a look at this little optic that came in today from, I'm going to try to read this, Ceylee. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but that's what it looks like right there. So let's look at it. Alright, so before we actually look at this, I did already take the packaging off of this because I didn't remember what this was. Because this was sent to me. I didn't purchase it, didn't buy it. This was sent to me to look at and do these review things and stuff that we like to do here. They didn't give any specifications on stuff they wanted me to say or whatever. They pretty much just gave me the optic and said go have fun with it, which is cool. I really appreciate that. This is funny because, long story short, they thought they sent me this back in January or December. It was a long time ago, and it never showed up, and they were like, hey, how's it going? I was like, oh yeah, and then I saw in our chat thing that, oh yeah, I was supposed to do a review, but it never showed up. So this showed up today, and I went ahead and opened it up a little bit because I didn't know what it was, and then when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's what it is. So I haven't looked at it. I have taken the packaging off. You'll have to take my word for that. Because everybody cares about that. I don't know why I go into such detail with things like that nobody cares about. And then I won't know details on the product itself. Let's just look at it. Let's just go. Let's just check this thing out. Okay, so here's our little box. Right? Just dump all this stuff out. Okay. Reading on the box, what did it say? What did it say? Or was it on the little packaging? I think it was on the packaging. Yeah, on the packaging, it says... I'm going to say Ceylee. I don't know if that's how you say the name of the red dot company or not. Ceylee red dot sight, yada yada yada, 2M away, shake awake rifle scope with absolute co-witness riser. I didn't remember that this is a shake awake. That's cool. That's cool because that sets this guy apart already than some other options that are out there that are just another run-of-the-mill little guy kind of thing, you know what I'm talking about. So let's just take a look at this guy. I've already said that 6 times. You get your little snack pack, you get your little lens cleaner thing, instructions, which we should always read and pretty much never do. Looks like it uses 2032 batteries. All right, I like 2032s. Comes with your little key, or not key, but your star bit, and has your little optic, a T10 Ceylee, man, I wish I knew how to say that, but that guy right there is not on right now because I bet it doesn't have the battery in it, or it needs to be turned on for the first time, or there's a little thing in there. So let's just open this up. Looks like we got the battery tray. It's not a tray, but the battery compartment. Yep, battery compartment on the side right here. Let's go ahead and take this battery out. That did come with it. It's funny, when the UPS man showed up, I could see him from my... I was sitting there in my chair, right? Saturday morning, I'm sitting there chilling. And it's funny because he rings the doorbell and he looks up through the window and we make eye contact. So it's that weird eye contact of yeah, okay, I know you watched me walk up all the way from the street and you didn't meet me at the door. And you're just sitting there in a chair. Whatever. It was weird. It was one of those wonderful awkward moments with your mail carrier. Anyway, let's make sure we put this in the right orientation because this says negative down. Yeah, okay, so negative down, positive up. And you know what let's do? Hey, and this is what we're going to do. This is something I advise doing, and I only do about half the time because I forget. Write the dates on your new batteries, right? At least the day and the month. So it's April 23rd, so that's 22. And what that will do is give you a real-time knowledge or whatever of how long these batteries last. Because sometimes these things advertise 10 years, 5 years, whatever, some crazy thing, and we just kind of take their word for it. And there's no way to tell a lot of times because a lot of these models are not 10 years old. So it's not like they've been out there for that long. So we're gonna, I don't know what they say, but we're gonna write the date on there, 4/22. And we're just going to leave it like that and see when we have to change our battery, maybe in 10 years, or probably not, probably in a year. Then we'll see, how long did it actually last, all right? This feels like it is, yeah, it is O-ring sealed. I'm going to double check, confirm that. I feel it, but I just want to make sure for sure. Yeah, we got an O-ring, okay. So O-ring sealed, which is a good thing. If it wasn't, then that'd be a pretty sad day. But that's this guy on there. I'm going to stretch it out. Okay. Nothing on yet. There's still no dot. Is there some special hanky-panky thing we got to do? Let me look at the instructions real quick. Okay, so yeah, I've always read your instructions. So yeah, it says it has shake awake, but you do need to turn it on first. So to turn it on first, we have to hold down one of the buttons. We'll just do the plus button for longer. Ah, there it goes, longer than a second. And then it says after 5 minutes of non-use, it will turn itself off. And then once it senses motion, it will turn itself back on. And it says, note, you need to long press to turn on to use this function. This is obviously written in not the cleanest Americanish English. So I'm guessing what that means is you have to turn the light on for the first time in order to get it to go, right? Does that make sense? So there's our little red dot in there that you can't see because it never shows up. There it is, right there, screenshot. There you go. No, I'm not really screenshotting, but that's the light, or the red dot, and it says that it is a 2 MOA dot, right? How bright does this guy actually get? I mean, he gets decently bright, looks like it. And I don't see anywhere on here, honestly, so kudos, where it says that this light needs to warm up. So that's already a major plus. There's no solar panel kind of thing going on. And I don't see, or I didn't read anything talking about any kind of, what am I trying to say, light sensing kind of things. Like an auto adjust. I personally am not a huge fan of auto adjust because I know it just sounds like I'm regurgitating other people's information, but no joke, you do have a lot of trouble. I have a lot of trouble with auto adjust things. They just don't work for me. I mean, they really don't. They really don't for me. Unless you're out on a flat range somewhere doing stuff, whatever, you know, and then it gets cloudy and then it's fine. But even when it gets cloudy, sometimes a cloud rolls over you, but then at your target it's still full bright sunshine and your light dimmed down. The concept of an auto dimming, auto adjusting, the concept is cool. Application of it, I have not seen any that actually work. Heard of some that work, but never actually used it. Okay, so we got a bunch of different settings. I'm gonna come behind the camera and I'll show you real quick, even though you won't be able to tell. All right, so even though you won't be able to tell, here we go. Even though you won't be able to tell, if we focus on that guy. Okay, so that should focus, there we go. Okay, so focus down there. This should be all the way up, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like you got about 10 different levels of adjustment, and it gets really dim, right? And then you get about 10 or however many that is brightness levels going up. Now, even from here, you put it down there in that white spot down underneath, it seems to dim out a little bit. So we're gonna play around with it. We'll see how well it works. Let's cancel the tracking. Cancel the tracking. There we go. Track and cancel. So there we go. So that's the little guy right there. Right? In form and function, he looks like most of your other run-of-the-mill-ish kind of red dots like this, right? It doesn't actually seem to have a massively blue tint to it, so that is nice. I do wonder how that's going to affect battery life, but, you know, it is what it is. Comes with your riser, and then let's look at the other riser and stuff that comes with it. Alright, so the other riser that comes with it, this is also like your standard looking, let's see this. Cool, okay, kudos, okay. This is already looking good. The other riser that comes with this is this lower profile riser, okay? What I just got excited about is I have had some optics that are really just, not the best. And they use the crappiest, just Phillips head screws down here. This guy does not use that. This is reminding me of a Holosun. All right, but it is, it's obviously a little bit different. Obviously a little bit different, but a lot of the way things feel kind of remind me of that. So that's a good thing in my mind, in my experience. So that's all you get. You don't get a whole bunch of extra stuff and things. Make sure you read your manual. I'm going to read through that later, actually will, because there are some times where I've run across things I'm like, you know, you got to warm it up like a car engine. I don't know, man. Not this one. This one doesn't seem to be that way. But let's go ahead, just for kicks and giggles, we'll throw it on this gun, which does not have an optic yet. This is the what you call SIG MCX Legacy, right? I got a hold of one of these guys. So let's put this guy just on for kicks and giggles. It's obviously not sighted in, but just because this guy doesn't have an optic yet, and why not use this guy and give it a fair shake on a quality firearm and actually work, you know. We'll just throw it on here. My Loctite's over there. I'll get the Loctite after the video and put that thing on. But just to see how it kind of looks on here. It says absolute co-witness, right? It says that. And it's true. Absolute co-witness. Alright, so that's good. That's exactly what it needs to be. Or at least that's what it is on there. So it's not really high. It could be higher. Honestly, that could be higher if you really wanted it to, right? Because a lot of people, they almost get chin welds nowadays where they raise their head up a little bit more. But no, I mean, that's right up there with irons. So that's cool. That's cool. I actually like that. That's nice. All right, so that is the, what is this guy even called? The T10, I want to say Cecil. It's not Cecil. Ceylee. Ceylee. C-Y-E-L-E-E. Ceylee. I don't know, man. I'm so sorry. That's this guy. We're going to run it. We're going to run this guy. I feel like this has got some major potential to do some different things, just in the feel and function of it right now. And we're going to put it through its paces. We're going to do the best we can to just see how it works, see how well it zeros, see how well it holds zeros, different firearms, different things. We're going to give it a shake. All right? Y'all be good to be safe. Let me know if you have any questions about this guy, and we will answer whatever questions you got, because right now I don't have a whole lot of information because I just now got it and I don't know anything about it yet. But that's what it is. All right, y'all be good to be safe. Appreciate you watching, subscribing, everything. Thank you guys from Ceylee, however you say it, for sending this thing out. And hopefully we can get some good tests on it. All right, y'all take care. We'll catch you in the next video.